Coach, when you think about your opponent, what's the first thing comes to mind?
Jordan Mickey. He broke our heart. But I just like their team. They're really long and athletic, well coached. If they play, as good as they're capable of playing, they can beat anybody.
Were you able to get to know Johnny Jones at all? He was here. You were here your first year last year, and it was his last year, I believe, at North Texas.
No, he was gone. I didn't. But I've known Johnny. When I was at UCLA, I coached a kid named Michael Sanders. We went to the Final Four. He was a sophomore from DeRidder. So that's where Johnny's from. So I've always kind of followed him, and I had a lot of respect for Dale Brown. He's one of Dale Brown's guys.
You talked to me about what you guys mentally you've learned to play in one game, and as you go into the second, what did you pick up from that first one?
Well, a lot of people told me that would be a hard game to coach. We obviously were disappointed in not getting to the tournament, and as a coaching staff, the whole emphasis during that week was to try to get us back up, because obviously kids were disappointed. But had a lot of neat people come by and talk to the team. June, President Turner, Fran Fischella, and their message was pretty good. It was a great opportunity. So I thought we responded well. The fans were great. That really obviously helped, and but we got a huge challenge ahead, tomorrow night.
Coach Jones told the LSU media that he's known and admired you, I guess, for a long time. And are there characteristics that are sort of traditional in a Johnny Jones coach team that you look for year in, year out, sort of wherever he is?
Well, I have a lot of respect for coaches. I like Johnny, he's got a good way about him. I realized, he did a phenomenal job at North Texas. It's always neat to go back and coach at your alma mater. That's got to be a special feeling. But, I'm flattered he said that about me. But his mentor, had pretty good values. Dale Brown, is a tremendous coach. Really an innovator. I don't look at myself as an innovator, but Johnny learned well. He's got that program going in the right direction, and their front line I think is as good as any front line in the country, and they got good, tough guards. So I think LSU's lucky to have him.
A couple days ago, you spoke highly of Johnny O'Bryant. How do you simulate him in practice? Who impersonates him, and what do you try to get from your scout look to prepare your defense?
I mean, had we simulate a 7'6" guy, we weren't able to do that. But I don't know. I think we don't focus on who we're playing against. We got to work on our game, because obviously we don't have anybody like him. Marcus, when Marcus is motivated and playing at a high level, is pretty darn good. He was great yesterday. I hope he continues that, curve. But O'Brien, Mitchell, and, Jordan, Mickey, that's a pretty imposing front line. I don't think anybody, maybe Kentucky's young kids, but I don't think anybody has a group like that.
After Cannon and Ben had their, nice game against UCI, how much does that help you, going in planning for that front line against LSU, that they're playing well?
Oh, we need everybody. We need Yannick. Obviously when you compete against big people that are athletic and talented, you need all your big guys. Our front liners, really carried us in a lot of games this season, because different guys have stepped up. Whether it's Cannon or Ben or Yannick, there's always been somebody, and we're going to need that, obviously.
You've talked through the year about your team as it matures, getting, I think your phrase was, the look in its eye. Obviously, the end of the season didn't go exactly the way you wanted, but you bounced back with a win over a good Irvine team. How would you characterize the confidence going into LSU?
I don't know. I mean, look at what Connecticut's done. You know, they've shown they're a pretty capable team. Louisville's still playing. Memphis has a chance. You know, they're playing a great team. But we lost to quality teams. We just, you know, but we're capable of beating anybody. We've shown that, and we're capable of losing to anybody. We've shown that. But I was proud of our team against Irvine because, you know, nobody heard about them, and they're a well-coached, good team. And we shot 34% and won by 14. That's pretty darn good.